Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quarter 3 2018 PTZOptics webinar. I'm your host, Paul Richards, and I'm joined with
Patrick Kirby. Nice to see well, not see everybody, but thank you for joining.
We are super excited today to be showing you our brand new, really product plan for Q3. So welcome to the Quarter 3 partner webinar. We have a brand new 2018 catalog, and that catalog has all the new products. Everything has got sparkling new presentation there. So email the partner team at partners@ptzoptics.com to get that catalog. So I want to tell you a little bit about the new applications that PTZOptics now has available for our end users. These applications make the cameras fit into so many more solutions. And one of my favorites is the PTZOptics MIDI app. MIDI is really a standard for music notes, and music is used in churches very prominently, in audio, in music festivals, and all of these different places, or studio recording areas. And MIDI, by allowing our MIDI app, our pan-tilt zoom cameras, to be controlled by MIDI, it has opened up a whole new world of integrations, especially in the church market. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're not going to go into it in too much detail today, but it's really opening up some amazing doors for different markets, and we'll be talking about it in more depth moving forward. Another exciting application now available for both PC and Mac is the PTZOptics IP controllers, but that's not all. We also built these for the Open Broadcaster software. OBS, you may have heard of it. It's the #1 live streaming software used by over 40 million people. Now has a plugin for PTZOptics available for free and open source. We have had such a great reaction from this. People all around the world are using OBS with PTZOptics cameras now integrated directly into their favorite streaming software. And finally, you may have heard of Twitch, Amazon's new gaming platform. It's growing. It has over 2 million broadcasters, hundreds of millions of viewers. So we integrated a pan-tilt zoom app into the Twitch application. Now, this one is quite interesting because it allows the viewers to control the pan-tilt zoom cameras. So now you can have behind-the-scenes cameras in rock concerts. You can have a camera in a gaming. The gaming industry is going to be bigger than the whole sports industry. So the esports industry, this has been developed for. And Twitch is really excited about this application. It's available on twitch.com in the extensions area, and we really see a lot of use in this space. So we'll talk a little bit about that in this presentation. So let's dig in, Pat. Let's show these guys some of the new products and what we have planned today. So welcome, and Pat is going to tell you a little bit about what our company is like. I want to show this one picture off really quickly. This is actually behind stage of the Maroon 5 concert. That was, these cameras are just all over the world. I think it was in Brazil. So we have some cool pictures, client pictures to show as well.
Yep. So very cool things that we're working on. We are constantly trying to bring you new stuff. Very quickly, the agenda. We don't want to bore anybody. We know that always stinks. So very quickly, we're just going to go over the team introduction. We're going to address the 30X models and the producer kits, which are now shipping. We're getting more of those in. Some of the partner resources we have for you, updates and accessories. We're going to go over the producer kits. We're getting a lot more input there, people asking about that. The price list, we always go over that. Very straightforward, and some of the final thoughts we have for you.
So here's our partner team here. Patrick is for the international portion of the team. So if you're outside the United States, get to know this guy. Yeah. But we also have John Reese, who is in charge of the East Coast, William Goldie, who's in the West Coast, and Matthew Richards, who can talk to you about more management and administration. So they're all, I think, in the chat room. Get to know these guys. These are your partner managers, and the team has grown significantly, and so has the partner channel. Thank you so much for your business.
Yes, thanks for everything you guys have done, and we love working with all of you. So it's been great.
One of the important parts of PTZOptics' strategy is to protect our partner channel and have a great map policy for every single product that we sell. Our cameras are built into turnkey applications. You know, we talked about some of the new apps that we're developing, some of the open standards that we support, such as H.264, H.265, MJPEG, OnVIF, now the new tech NDI. We're always trying to make it a turnkey solution for your customers, including the ability to support Extron and Crestron, and we have those modules available on our downloads page so that we can fit into your customers' needs.
Yep, and that's big. Us on the partner team in particular, we work with all of you. So we're reaching out constantly to the big players, to the people you're working with, to make it friendly solutions, very high quality at an affordable cost. So we are here for you guys and because of you guys in particular.
Now, our support team has grown as well. We also have another support gentleman. I haven't even met him yet, Pat. I know he's over there at the headquarters with you guys. But we have an extensive knowledge base. Our YouTube channel is always producing new videos that may seem end user driven. We're trying to drive those leads to our partner channel. And you probably have received some of those. But as you know, we have a support ticket system, live technical reps, and of course, an open chat all the time on our website, Monday through Friday. I think it's like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yep. And, a lot of you have probably worked with Andy or Sean in the back. They're great. We always try to reach out. Luckily, we don't have too many issues with our cameras, so that's always a positive thing. But, we are there if you do run into a few hiccups.
Yep. And some of the things to think about with PTZOptics is our slogan is broadcast quality made affordable. So what we're trying to do is make these technically, really maybe more technically intense products that can do a whole lot. We're trying to simplify the messaging so that it fits into a lot of different markets, but also make them affordable so that now many more people, whether it's smaller churches or small businesses all across the country, able to afford these products that have really never been able to be afforded before. So it's such a time of change when it comes to technology and social media. And we're really feeling like we're hitting the nail on the head. We'd love to hear from you guys, but the case studies that we're hearing over and over again is that the products work, the support is great, and we're trying to bring a lot of value in regards to that.
And the convergence is there. I think never has it been more important to use video as part of your communication strategy. And that's everywhere from live streaming, churches, distance learning, to even, small business, right? It's becoming more and more important for those small businesses to have that outreach on social media, and to do it via video, I think is the easiest of all. But we have another slide, so I won't address it here. But we are doing a lot to develop that learning curve.
One of the things I wanted to show today was our ceiling mounts, because this is not only a popular camera that we're actually going to show you in just a moment. Placement is to have the camera up in the ceiling. So for conference rooms, for boardrooms, for training spaces, to be able to get that over the head shot. Pat, let's show off our ceiling mount really quickly here. We've got, this is in black. But it also is available in white.
Yep.
And you can see just how quickly and easily the camera can be ceiling mounted.
Yep.
It fits, you can see here, there's two plates.
It's top plate.
One top plate fits to the camera. The other fits to either a US electrical box or a European electrical box.
They're designed to fit a wide range of electrical boxes, so they are universal.
And they also include all the mounting hardware that you would need for a drop ceiling or a hard mounted structure such as wood or plaster. Yep,
very popular with the white mounts and the white cameras for your finished ceilings, for your schools, your newer churches, areas where it's going to be ceiling mounted on a finished ceiling, very much like this ceiling tile. It helps blend in, look very smooth.
So our next slide brings us to the conference room, and I want to show off our wall mount really quickly. So these are actually made in America. These are made with US steel, and we really like these products as well because they allow you to have a standard quarter 20-inch connection. As you may see, let me just show you this. At the bottom of every single camera, we have a quarter 20 connection right there. So mounts right to the camera. You have electrical ceiling US electrical gang box is there. And the design people really love because it gives you a little wiggle room on the latitude and a little wiggle room on the longitude, if you
Yeah.
will, horizontal and vertical.
Yep.
And then you can pull the cables through the back or right through the bottom. So really a great product. You can see it fits right on there and wall mounts the camera perfectly for conference rooms, training rooms, and all types of different solutions.
And that is the HCM1, the HCM-1-BK or -WH. BK, WH for black and white.
Now that, yeah, it's in black and white. And then there is also a pole mount version as well, we'll talk about later, which allows you to add a 1-inch threaded pipe to the back and actually have it come down from a wall in a special location that maybe has a vaulted ceiling, for example.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about the USB models, Pat, because those have been really successful. We have some interesting new announcements we can't make today regarding certifications. Can't talk about exactly what that is just yet, but let's talk about the product and where it's being used.
Yeah, this is very popular. The convergence of PC-based video conferencing, your GoToMeeting, your Skype, your Zoom.us meeting spaces, your Zoom rooms. We fit very nicely. We have the UVC drivers on there, so you can get pan-tilt zoom control in various applications. It integrates with your Crestron, Extron stuff as well with the RS-232 there. So it's becoming very popular in boardrooms. With the simultaneous HDMI out, it can be used in other applications as well. So you have the USB for your cloud-based video conference and maybe HDMI into your, an existing codec or something like that. So you're cross-pollinating your video conferencing environment.
So all the standard features in here that everyone loves, the 1080p at 60 frames a second, the MJPEG streaming for high definition uncompressed video. We have dual streaming, so you could stream specifically to maybe our PTZ app to have remote camera control from anywhere on your network or outside your network, depending on how it's set up. Wide dynamic range and 2D and 3D noise cancellation. All the technology that basically makes these cameras just look good in almost any scenario. So that's one of the things when people get these cameras, they love the way they look, and it has to do with a lot of the technical stuff in the background. Now here's a product that's been doing really well, and we're excited to say that it's now available with the NewTek NDI. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But Pat, this is the 20X version.
Correct. We have a 20X and a 4X model there. A variable lens. So you actually can change out the lens on there. It has SDI as well as the IP streaming out and the audio in. So very affordable cameras, really high quality for the price point. You're talking about under $1,000 for a static shot. The 20X is perfect for like a document camera, and whereas the variable lens, you can put another lens on there, but we include a 4X lens, and that's very popular for like a nice wide shot in the back of a church, or a cut shot to an audience or something like that, back of a stage, just something where you don't need the PTZ motors, but you still want a high quality image. So that's available.
Yeah, these
PoE as well.
Popular. So SDI, all of that functionality still in there. PoE, power over Ethernet for every model, and now available also with the NewTek NDI. So that has been super popular. We're really excited about these products. And Pat, one of the things you mentioned earlier, less than $1,000 to get a NewTek NDI video signal directly into your workflow, whether you're using vMix or Wirecast or XSplit or even Skype or GoToMeeting, which we've talked about in the past webinars.
Yeah, you're not going to find many more affordable NDI sources in terms of a video source.
Now this one I wanted to show you guys really quickly. This is the brand new NewTek NDI camera. Expanding the possibilities of what you can do with the NewTek NDI. I see we're getting some questions here via YouTube. Does the 20X match well with 30X? It really does. Now, we're streaming with vMix, and we're using something called color matching. So we can color grade the cameras to really get them nice. But yes, the 20X and 30X are very similar lenses. Let me show you the back of this camera. As you can see here, we have the NewTek NDI. It's NDI HX there. We have HDMI and we have SDI, but what Pat has circled there, the NDI HX, that's what people have really been asking for. A single cable for power, video, and control We're so excited. And the thing I'm really happy to tell you guys is that the sales on these are what we expected. Very, very fast sellers here. They are in stock, and we're really excited about how quickly the market has adopted these around the world. This is a chance where PTZOptics is partnering with NewTek, who already had a global, worldwide audience and partner channel. So it was very, the sales have been really high with those. Really excited with that.
Yeah, it's been popular. We've been working to get more in stock, you know.
Yeah, they have been selling so much that there was a little bit of a back order. I think we're getting close.
Initial orders should be, you know, reaching a parity where production is hopefully going to continue to meet initial demand. So.
And to be completely honest, yes, the 30X did have much higher demand than we originally predicted. Yeah. We're catching up with some of those back orders. We apologize. The 30X cameras and the NDI cameras have been so explosive with sales that we are still catching up on some of the back orders. How are we doing with that? Are we good?
Good. We just got not like 9 pallets. The warehouse is kind of mad.
It's full now? Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah. But we are working on it. We appreciate your patience. And moving forward, we are going to reach a parity. Awesome. So we are working on it. You should start seeing them come out soon.
Yeah, the 30X and the NDI cameras have been so popular because it's built on the same infrastructure, the same camera that everyone loves, just the features that you guys have been asking for.
Yep.
Now, to segue, Pat, this is the new 30X producer kits.
Yes, this made it onto the price list. Basically, it's the producer kits and the producer plus kits. As you know, it's a 2-camera solution or a 3-camera solution, or a 4-camera solution. We just added these part numbers to make it available, the producer kits with the 30X camera as a default.
So now you can get the 30X add-on or the 30X as your default. Now, Pat, this some people might be new to. This is the 4-port SDI box included with the Plus kit.
Correct. The Producer Plus kit is up to a 4-camera solution. And this is 4 SDI, the Thunderbolt. So it's a really great, easy way to bring the video feeds into your PC or your video workflow, basically. So the video compression is taken care on that box, so you're not using your PC resources.
It's uncompressed, which is the great part.
Yeah.
So 3G SDI is uncompressed video as opposed to the NDI, which is compressed but for other reasons. And then this can do Thunderbolt connection directly to your computer, which is essentially connected directly to your motherboard. You know, a PCIe connection is directly connected to your motherboard, so that full bandwidth of up to 30 gigabits per second. You know, we're only using 12 of that, but it is really a high quality video connection that you can rely on for up to 4 cameras. So let's show them the difference between the producer kit and the producer plus, Pat.
Yeah, right. Very quickly, you can see there's a 2-camera solution right there. It has SDI out into the capture cards and RS-232 for control. It all comes into your PC there, basically. SDI to the capture card, daisy chain, RS-232 for control, and then your audio in via USB. And that's a very straightforward live streaming kit. You know, use it with Wirecast, vMix,
This kit
OBS.
leverages the HuddleCam joystick. This is the HC Joy G2. And you can see here that there is 4-camera hot swapping. And so let's see if I can get that in there for you, Pat. There we go. Cameras 1, 2, 3, and 4. So very quickly and easily, that's why it's built for 4 cameras. Now you can go to a 5th camera by using the add button and adding a 2nd camera. And we just really love the layout. We actually loved the layout of this joystick so much with the focus, zoom, and iris over here. I should mention that this is only $299. That we actually redesigned the IP joystick. Let me show you the Gen 2 IP joystick and look for a really cool update on this one. But you can see here exactly the same buttons. The only difference is it's all happening over IP. So both of these joysticks, we've seen growth in sales. We're really happy. The customers are giving it good reviews, and we're even improving it more. I can't tell you exactly what's going on, but we're going to have even more improvements on this joystick in particular.
Yeah. So stay tuned. You know, we are constantly developing our products for you guys.
Now, when we get to the Producer Plus, we're still using the RS-232 serial joystick with a daisy chain setup, but video is handled a little differently. Instead of having the HDMI frame grabbers or capture cards, we are now using a PCIe capture card, which connects via Thunderbolt to the Intel NUC Skull Canyon. So it's a better solution for up to 4 cameras. We found that's really a sweet spot. 2 or 4 cameras really hits the nail on the head. When you're going above that, you could maybe add an NDI camera without needing additional capture cards, but this is a really great setup. Plug and play, no networking needed. So this is for the small business, for the small church that doesn't have a networking person. There are still so many people who do not understand networking fully yet. Yes, we could do a full NDI system with all networked cameras, but not everybody's ready for that. So this is a very great, reliable solution that goes off of industry standards that have been used for 20 plus years or more.
Yep. Very straightforward. Once again, like you said, Paul, it's all, serial. You hook it up and you plug and play for the most part, and you can live stream. Right.
Which has a better response time, IP or RS-232? I do want to answer some of your questions live. RS-232 is slightly better. That may be one of the improvements coming to the IP joystick. Right now, it may be a 0.5 to 1 second of latency, depending on your network with the IP joystick. Definitely something we're working on, and it may be an update soon.
Yep.
That's all I'll say. So, Pat, tell me about this AV-IQ. I know about it from my history as an audiovisual, person in the industry. But tell me about what this means for our dealers.
Yes. So AV-IQ is a platform that's used by audiovisual resellers and customers and end users. Basically, it's a hyper-focused platform for audiovisual industry, people, resellers, everything like that. We are now on there. We can get you set up as a reseller if you want to get signed up as a reseller on there. Anybody, it's free to sign up. So your customers, your end users, anybody that wants to use it can do that. But you can also right here find a reseller. So if you are a reseller, if you are one of our partners, we can get you put on there. So that's
contact the partners team if you're not sure how to use this yet. It's a great way to add lots of products to your website without having to manage them. We manage it all for you, and then the customers contact you. We can also add you as a reseller, and not all of our resellers have done this yet, so it could give you a competitive advantage. And users go on to AV-IQ, they search for an audiovisual integrator by zip code, and then you would come up in a 100-mile radius, and we're looking for those audiovisual integrators who can provide Pro AV support and integration.
Yeah, basically it's a hyper-focused platform that we made available for our users.
Very quickly, if you have someone on your team that you want to understand more about live streaming, video production specifically, but also video conferencing and unified communications with the PTZOptics products, then they can actually take our free Udemy course for PTZOptics, and that is available for free. You can go ahead to udemy.com and learn a little bit about the different pieces of technology without having to go through YouTube. Now, I still suggest that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can really stay up to what's the brand spanking new content that we have available, which is generally end user focused to drive leads to our partner channel.
Yep. And Paul just mentioned that Udemy course. It's really nice because a lot of what we do, what I like to say is it's defining the learning curve. A lot of you reached out. And even some of our newer partners, some of you have been doing audio for 30 years, right? Some of you have been specializing in various installations for multiple years. So a lot of this stuff is new technology, and it's available for your end users. So if you have clients, if you have people that are wanting to get into live streaming, wanting to do some of this stuff, it's a really nice course. We laid it out for you. So that's just a really nice way of doing that.
Now, the marketing campaign in a box is something, if you don't have access to this, please email partners@ptzoptics.com to get this. All the pictures, all the data sheets, manuals, email marketing templates. We even have the new catalog is in here. So everything marketing related is in this Dropbox folder. You can download it all or just go to Dropbox and see it being updated regularly. So it's definitely...
Once again, and you can always reach out to us. I know we've sent the link out several times, and it should be live. We update it on the back end, and you guys can just download it.
Now, very quickly, a little update to camera control. This is something that's so It's really kind of revolutionary in the industry, the ability to control these remotely controlled cameras. I still talk to churches that have a tripod with a camera on it with what's called length control, and the tripod actually is moving the camera.
Yeah.
It's so much better to have robotic controlled cameras, saving organizations so much time and money
And space.
and
Tripod.
space. And it's really great. So the controls here that are new, we have integrations with the NewTek TriCaster, with vMix, with Wirecast now, with Wirecast 9, with OBS, the world's biggest live streaming software. Our USB models support UVC, so therefore they work directly with the Zoom rooms and any video conferencing platform that uses UVC. We also have our own pan-tilt zoom apps. And then the newest one, which really, this is my favorite. There's so many. There's an iOS app, but this one here is the new Android tablet. This tablet is $50. This is the Amazon Fire tablet, and Amazon Day is coming up. Might not be a good time to pick up one of these, but it's a $10 app. It has control up to 8 cameras, really advanced features. We don't have time to go into everything today, but if you hit that cog there, it will show you. You've got pan-tilt zoom speeds. We can do manual preset speeds, connect to the cameras over an IP address. Check this out. Customers are ranting and raving about it.
And I believe we have a video on the app
there's
as
definitely
well.
a video about
so
it.
certainly check out the YouTube channel.
The Android version's a little new. So the Android version just came out, and we talked about all of this other products here. There's the Android version. It's also available for iOS. Here we are at NAB at the Live View booth with the gadget professor. There's the IP joystick. And then last thing I wanted to mention about the brand new PTZ apps is it also has a preview here, Pat. If you can circle this preview and that snap button there. So the preview is a lot of our customers just need to be able to control the camera remotely and see it. The SDI or the HDMI, who knows, maybe it's plugged into a broadcast switcher in the back of a church. But somebody wants to grab control of it remotely, and this is the way that they can do that. These preset buttons down here, 1 through 6, they actually, when you
Actually, to 9.
save those, it actually takes a picture of that space. So you have little pictures as previews. We've done a lot of work to this. We will be continually improving it and making it better, but I highly suggest taking advantage of these free applications.
Yep.
There's a picture of it in action. You can see the little pictures at the bottom there. Let's throw the questions out because I think we're pretty much at the end here.
Yeah.
International resellers will work with Patrick Kirby.
Yeah, AVIQ will work.
Right.
I think largest market is the United States, but we can certainly get you listed. And yeah, it will work.
Yeah, because Akeem Saunders from Saunders Consultants would probably, I think he's from Bermuda.
Yeah, we can certainly get him listed. Just reach out to me, partners, PTZOptics. What's the model number for the 30X PTZ?
It does. Yeah, it is actually the exact same scheme. So PT instead of 20X would be 30X. That would be the only difference in the -SDI or -NDI. Now there is no Gen 2 because they just came out.
Yeah. I think we did G2 them just
Did
to
we?
keep to keep it with standard with the line. Where it's not with the NDI cameras. Which
And then it would be GY or WH for gray
or white. So very much the same part number naming process.
So I don't want to leave this slide really quickly with open broadcaster software. I can't stress enough how big a deal it is to support 40 million users with open broadcaster software. The only bigger deal than this is the NewTek NDI cameras, which I don't want to understress this one either. NDI has also released integration with Skype. That happened at NAB. And Skype puts us in the hands of hundreds of millions of customers. So with a NewTek, or with a PTZOptics NDI camera or the NewTek NDI camera, you can plug a single Ethernet cable in and connect directly to Skype. Built-in NDI integration with their virtual camera app. And so just the integration is really where we're trying to make it easier for your customers, and it opens doors.
We also have a video on that. So once again, if we can't cover it here, go to the YouTube channel, look for our OBS integration video. That's there.
These are the part numbers for the NDI cameras.
Yes. Yep.
So available with
That's
Zcam and 20x.
Yep. And that will still come with the HDMI and the SDI, and that's 12x, 20x, 30x, straight down through the box cameras as well.
There are the NDI Zcams. We did look at those quickly. We looked at the mounts. You can see a little bit of the hardware there, and it also shows that pole mount
Yep.
that I was talking about briefly.
For your high ceilings, or, very integrator friendly. So
we just about hit the 30-minute mark, meaning we are just about ready to wrap up this webinar. If you have any last questions, now would be the time to ask. Quickly, if you have an outdoor camera enclosure opportunity, don't shy away. You can install these in outdoors.
yes, and we just got a pricing. We can't offer it through the structure because we partnered with through a third party vendor to make these, but we can help you with your project. So if you have an outdoor project, partners at PTZOptics.com, we will help you design and do it.
We're going to have to pretty much skip over this. Just email partners at PTZOptics.com to get the brand new price lists.
We just added the 30X part numbers and the 30X producer part numbers, basically. All right. Final thoughts. It's been a long road. It's great. We're at an amazing time with the convergence. We are reaching out to, leading industries, leading partners in the industries. We've developed, a countless number of apps that we're working with OBS, Zoom, Skype. It's amazing, how many people we reached out to develop these cameras so that you guys can take advantage of them. And we're all across the globe.
So we will be at IBC in September, and then we will be going to NAB New York in October, followed by Rocky Mountain AV show in October 21st, and then WFX, that is the worship show. Where is that this year, Pat? Do you know?
I believe it's in Orlando.
In Orlando this year.
Yeah.
Can the apps control transitions between presets? Preset speed, I do not believe that's what you're referring to. I did not make it in, but I hope to, because there is a new firmware for the cameras coming out that will be allowing that available over TCP. So as soon as the new firmware is out, there's a couple more features that will be added into those PTZ apps, but that is not in there yet, including focus lock, which is an important one.
Preset speed on the iOS app
on the iOS
and the Android app
yes,
does have that. But we do not have it on our free ones or some of the other.
There's a couple new ways of doing it with the firmware that's coming out that we wanted to wait for. As soon as the new firmware comes out, these will be updated quickly.
All right. So Stephen Quiller, NDI joystick is
yes. Let's say yes on that one, but we're not allowed to.
We can't say anything about that yet. There's a couple of products we have in the pipeline that we don't want to mention, but we are constantly at the drawing board.
Now, let's not forget about the fact that we want to buy you guys lunch. We want to train your sales team. So schedule a meeting like that with the partner team. Yeah. We want to get in front of you and have a lunch and learn.
Yeah, very much. Reach out to the partners to schedule it. It'll either be myself, Will, or JC, and we can, if we're in driving distance, we will certainly come there. If not, we will schedule a video call and go over everything.
The wide lens on a fixed camera, what is the angle of the coverage? So this wide angle Zcam has a 122-degree field of view, fully zoomed out. You may want to crop it a little bit. That's so wide that there is a slight fisheye. You can crop it digitally, or you can zoom in just a little bit with this one to get it into maybe 100, 110.
I find that it's perfect for if you're looking for that
really
lighting.
Need that
if you need a cut shot, like if the priest or something is transitioning, just having it in the back corner of a church or something, really you just cut to that. The priest, you PTZ with the other camera to get your presets, and then you cut back to your main camera. But that's a great cut shot, nice wide angle. So
thank you so much. The gist of it is reach out to the partner team, get to know them. They want to get to know you. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and dedication. It's been an amazing year. And with some of the things that we've been talking about, I think you can see that 2018 is going to be even better. There's promised you more stuff in the pipeline. There's a couple things we weren't allowed to say, but we're really excited. And thank you so much for tuning into this webinar. We will see you soon. Our team is always live streaming. We'll be live streaming tomorrow, all about the MIDI app with specifically for churches, but always trying to generate new end user leads for you guys. Make these guys send you leads. If you haven't gotten any, you should have. So talk to these guys.
A lot of times they're sent out to the distributors to
so talk to your distributors.
Yeah. So but yeah, once again, we appreciate everybody's business. It's been great working with all of you. And hopefully we can continue to grow. We have, exciting products coming down the pipeline that we look forward to offering to you. And we look forward to having you join our online community and, watching some of your live streams in the future.
Oh, I think that is our last slide. Join the family on facebook.com/group/PTZOptics pals. Not only can you meet end users who are potentially almost every week asking, where's a reseller in Texas? Where's a reseller in California? So not only can you actually reach end users and customers there, but you can see what people are doing, which is the biggest value. Always sharing live videos, pictures behind the scenes. And for us, it's just been incredible to see the esports gamers using it, the rock bands using it, the churches using it, and just everything in between. Gives you a good picture of where the industry is headed and where the opportunities are for you guys.
Well, and more people, are after this technology. I mean, never has it been so easy to kind of, have that, your own channel, to your own Facebook group, to your own YouTube channel. You can pretty much have your own television channel these days. And they, some of it's virtually free, and there's several other offerings that, we can't touch, but people are doing paid concerts. I had a friend that paid for the Grateful Dead remotely, and he paid the $10. So it's opening up new avenues of revenue. It's opening up, more connections. It's opening up opportunities. And now is a great time to kind of get in there and be a part of all this.
Yeah, so join our user group. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next show and next video. Stay in touch. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care.